questions.
Hey, Coach. Glenn Hill with the Houston Chronicle. Can you talk about Jimmy and Derek's individual defense on James Harden in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, there were several plays in which, I thought we defended well, and he made, and James is that type of player. I mean, we've seen it all year. Very difficult to guard. Basically, you have to guard him with your whole team. And it's not just his scoring, but his playmaking, all the things that he does.
What did they do to really limit Carl and what he could do on the offensive end?
Well, the switching and the double team, so and he's got to be more active.
Hey, Coach. Kim Davis, Chalk Talk. Before the game, you talked about the Rockets' defense. Was it what you expected? Did they do anything more, or is this just?
Yeah, no, they're good. They're very good, and they're tied together. They do a lot of switching. Then after the switch, they read the ball extremely well. They react. They swarm, and so you got to make good decisions. You got to make good plays. You have to have the ability to read and react.
What did you see in this performance tonight that gives you confidence moving forward in the series?
Well, I thought we did a lot of things well. We didn't finish quarters the way we would have liked. They're a great team. We can't have lulls. And, I thought we were in position at the end to have an opportunity to win the game. So we want to take a look at the film, see where we can improve. And, we know how they're a great team. So we got to play for 48 minutes. Can't have those lulls that we had.
When you say Carl has to be more active, clearly he's the focal point of their game plan. How does he do that?
Well, you run the floor, you kick the ball out, repost, keep moving around, search it out, get to the offensive board. You got to sprint around. That's that's what. And you learn, when teams are double teaming you, that's what you have to do. You have to make the right play. And so you have to also get to positions in which where it's difficult for them to double team. And so transition's a big part of that, but you got to run the floor.
Phipps, can you build upon a performance like tonight where you had multiple guys contributing offensively in light of Cat not giving what you guys needed offensively?
Yeah, well, the important thing, it's not a one-on-one game, and so everyone has to understand that. So if they're going to double team, that means it's going to be easy for other people. And if they're going to switch, we have to make the right reads. And so if we're making the right plays, the game it will tell you who's going to get the shots. And as long as we take good shots, then I think we're going to score. We're usually we got to the line 28 times. So, that's a good thing. So I thought Wig got going and got hurt with foul trouble. I want to take a look at how the game was called because I thought, Teague was in foul trouble also. And that hurt us. I thought Derek gave us a good lift off the bench. I thought Jamal gave us a good lift. I thought Jeff in the second half got aggressive, and we need that. We need him to attack. So the rebounding I thought was strong.
Anyone else? Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
All right, so Tom Thibodeau with his comments. So we now welcome in Joe Borgia, NBA Senior Vice President of Replay and Referee Operations. And Joe, let's start in Cleveland with an illegal screen call on Larry Nance Jr. Can you walk us through what the officials were looking for in this particular instance?
Sure, Rick. First of all, that's the most common play in the NBA. We have over 200 screens a game. So what the officials are looking for, first they're looking, does Nance get directly in Oladipo's path and give him an opportunity to avoid contact? And then, which he actually does that. The problem is if you look at his stance, look how far his legs are apart. That's not a normal basketball stance. And the problem is Oladipo doesn't hit Nance in the chest. If he did, it'd be a legal screen. As Oladipo tries to go around the screen, he now trips over Nance's leg, which is extended way outside his shoulder. Therefore, it becomes an illegal screen at that point.
And a great explanation about how far his legs were. You just rarely see that. And, Joe, I also want you to talk about a replay scenario from a foul during an inbounds play in the Oklahoma City game against Utah. Can you break down the process of reviewing this play back in Secaucus, New Jersey?
Sure, Rick. This is one of our triggers where the officials on the court, if they have doubt, they can come to the replay center. So on this play, we have a foul during a throw-in, so it's off-ball timing. And there was doubt whether Carmelo Anthony had released the throw-in yet. So when the officials came over, we showed him the far angle, and what you're going to see is he is held prior to the ball being released. So David Guthrie was the calling official on the court. He is on the headset, and he tells us in the replay center, who Derek Collins was here tonight, I have the foul here. We freeze the video, and then we looked over, and Carmelo was still holding the ball. That makes this an away from the play foul, which is one shot. Anybody in the game can shoot it, and they retain possession at the same spot. So the penalty is much stiffer on that, and that's why they're allowed to come to replay. Tough play. When you have action over here, you're watching it and then expected to see whether the ball was released or not. And it was less than half of a second. So very, very close play. Good thing they came to replay. We got it right.
Joe, we all appreciate how hard you and your staff and your referees work to get it right. And so we really appreciate the transparency here in these conversations as well. We will talk to you down the line. Continue to enjoy these playoffs.
Thanks for having me, Rick.
All right, Joe Borgia does a fantastic job, and so does this guy, James Harden. 44 big ones in the Game 1 win. You're going to hear from Harden in moments.